Okay, guys, this is going to be my review for Wandavision episode number 7. Wandavision episode number 7 was fun and answered more questions. I didn't really care for the Vision and Darcy subplot, but I thought the stuff with Monica was visually cool. I thought, seeing her get her powers with all the voiceover of, Captain Marvel being like, when they were picking kids, your mom picked the toughest one, and Nick Fury from Captain Marvel saying, when Monica as a young girl asks, I want to fly or something or go to space, and then Nick Fury's like, first you have to glow in that scene where she's flying. That was cool visually seen. Um, there was cool, obviously the Agnes reveal with like, being that she's the villain, Agatha Harkness. I was definitely suspecting that, but it seemed almost like too obvious that was gonna be the case. But it made sense, and you see, I like the theme song at the end. That was clever and cute, even though it was a little bit cheesy. I still thought that was fun. Toward the end, so I think it gave us a lot of answers. And as this episode went along, it's gotten more and more traditional MCU to the point where it's like I think going forward it'll very much be traditional MCU where I think we're done with the sitcom. And I don't know, maybe they're gonna have a big fight. I don't know. I hope that they don't go in the direction of cliches like, oh, now Wanda's gonna be the good guy and have to save everything. I still like the idea of her becoming the villain. Even though obviously Agnes is there, I don't believe that Agnes created this place. I still think it was Wanda. It's just that Agnes put herself into this world to antagonize Wanda, where Wanda still created this world and still has majority of control. Because remember, it's not Agnes who made the hex bigger. It's Wanda, and you could just see Wanda's going out of control, doing all this stuff. And yeah, this episode gave us so much hints throughout it that like yeah, Agnes is Agatha. Agnes is Agatha from first taking the kids to defending Wanda, and then and Billy saying that she's all scared inside. And then once they got in the house, it was so scary and so creepy. Like the inside of the house, and then going down in the basement was creepy and scary, but it was also intriguing, um, all at the same time. And that reveal at the end was not a necessarily surprising reveal, but it was a fun one, and I'll be interested. It answered a lot of questions, but they still left the other one. A lot of questions unanswered and stuff about Quicksilver and Pietro at the end. I don't know. I still think Pietro's like some sort of imposter, maybe like a complete manifestation from Agatha. But that would be weird because how would Agatha know to make it look like Evan Peters instead of someone else? I don't know. That it was weird, the body that she ended up choosing instead of truly, like, if she could recreate and manifest a character, why wouldn't it be the one from the MCU? I don't know. I don't think it's multiverse Quicksilver at all. But who knows? Yeah, I like that it was playing off of the Modern Family sitcom, and then the intro was definitely The Office. So overall, it was a very good episode. It's not one of my favorite episodes, but it gave us a lot of reveals. But I think, but even though it gave us a lot of reveals, it's not really reveals because it almost felt like, yeah, it was less of reveals, more of confirmations. Like it was all Agnes, but it felt less of like a reveal than more of a confirmation because they were hinting it and hinting it and hinting it that if you didn't know it was Agnes and you're a diehard Marvel fan, then you're kind of, I guess, in the minority in that sense. But overall, really good episode. What else? I did like the confrontation between Wanda and Monica. That was cool. And then the reveal about the whole engineer thing. A lot of people speculate like this engineer is gonna be this big thing. I always thought that it probably wasn't, and here's why I thought it wasn't, because it's not like nothing about it insinuated this engineer was gonna be a big deal. Like I thought, yeah, there's definitely a possibility it's like a big reveal, like a Reed Richards or something like that. But at the end of the day, it kind of had to, and ultimately kept reminding myself, like, they mentioned it twice, and it's not like when they mentioned the engineer in those past couple episodes. It's not like we have to meet the engineer. It was like, oh, we have to meet my guy, or we have to meet the engineer. I know a engineer who can do so and so. I think it was less Marvel making a big deal of the engineer, and more us as the fan making a big deal of the engineer. Anyways, I thought this was a very good episode. I'm so fascinated to see where it goes from here. Um, and yeah, we'll see. Anyway, stay tuned for videos coming at you.